endocrine system. It includes endocrine glands and the hormones secreted by the endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are those glands which secrete their chemical constituent, that is their hormone, direct into the blood. Okay. Endocrinology is the branch of the science in which we study about the endocrine gland and their hormones. Now there are two types of the ducts on the basis of their there are two types of the glands on the basis of the ducts. The first one is the endocrine gland and the second one is the endocrine gland. Endocrine gland are those which secrete their secretion direct into the blood. They don't have any type of the duct, right? And the exocrine glands are those glands which secrete their secretion into the duct, and from the duct secretion goes to their particular organs. The example of the endocrine gland is the thyroid gland and the exocrine gland is the salivary gland. On the basis of the functions, glands are also of the two types. One is the holocrine gland and the heterocrine gland. Holocrine glands are those which secretes, they have only one function, that is they secretes only hormone. Example, your thyroid gland and the pituitary gland. Heterocrine glands have secrete hormones as well as they have some other functions also. Help in the secondary sexual characteristics. Example is your testes and ovaries. Testes secrete your hormones, also testosterone, and help in the development of the secondary sexual characteristics in the human beings. These are transported by the blood to their particular organ. Your target don't provide energy because these are non-nutritional chemical, but they help in the growth because they secrete growth hormones and also help in the metabolic activity. Yeah. These are very low molecular weight compounds, chemicals, may accelerate and as well as inhibit specific physiological process. If they are secreted in the extra amount, large amount, they help in the acceleration of the physiological process, but when they are secreted in trace amount, then they inhibit your specific physiological process and they are often used up in their regulatory actions. Now the type of the hormones on the basis of the chemical structure, chemical constituents. Hormones are of the four types. One is the amino acid derivated hormones, peptide and protein hormones, iodothyronine hormones, and the last one is your steroid hormones. Amino acid derivated hormones on the basis of the presence of the amino acid in that hormone. These are of two types, tyrosine and the tryptophan. Hormones which are having the tyrosine amino acids are epinephrine and norepinephrine. Tryptophan having hormones are melatonin and serotonin. Now, peptide hormones are your ADH, antidiuretic hormone, and oxytocin. Protein hormone are your insulin, glucagon, pituitary hormone, and parathyroid. Iodothyroid hormones only one, that is thyroxine, which is having iodinated amino acid with diphenyl ether ring. The last one is your steroid hormones. All sex hormones are steroid hormones because they have steroid ring. Now, on the basis of the solubility in the water or in the lipid, there are also of two types. One is the water soluble hormone, the second one is the lipid soluble hormone. Water soluble hormones requires extracellular receptor to reach their target organ. But lipid soluble hormones are soluble in lipid, so they can pass directly to the membrane because cell membrane is made up of protein and lipid, so they can easily pass through the cell membrane. Water soluble hormones cannot pass directly, so they need some secondary messenger. They have extracellular receptor, they bind to the extracellular receptor, then signal goes inside the cell where secondary messengers are present. Those carry your signal to their target organs. These are your peptide hormones, protein hormones, amino acid derivative because these are not soluble into the lipid. Now the lipid soluble hormones can directly pass to your cell membrane. Because they can pass directly to the cell membrane, there is no need of secondary messenger. These are your steroid hormones because they are having a steroid rings, and steroid ring is in itself is lipid, so these are lipid soluble hormones.